Hi everyone, this is Dr. David Weinthal and welcome to Spring is Here. Jumpstart your new life and make more energy now. Hi, I'm Dr. David Weinthal and many of you know me as the host and the creator of the High Vibrational Living Summit, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for being here and taking the time to be with us as we bring out this springtime webinar on this beautiful, blessed day, the first day of spring, and I'm so excited because springtime is one of my favorite times of the year. I love it because in Austin, where I live, springtime means that we start to see the wildflowers come out, and I actually am in, as we're recording this today, I'm actually in South Florida. I just left 2 days ago. But as I was going to the airport, along the sides of the highway, I started to see bluebonnets, which is the state flower for Texas, and that's really the beginning. When we start to see the bluebonnets and the wildflowers, we know that springtime has hit Texas, and it's a beautiful time of year. So welcome everyone. Springtime, amazing season in itself, but today being the equinox means that we have a blessed day. Everything is about equal light, equal darkness. The days of the nights are equal. We start from this day forward. We have the next 12 hours to be in equality and looking within about the things that we need to bring forth and balancing the light and the darkness within inside of ourselves. Now, springtime would be an amazing event in itself, the equinox, but today we have a blessed day. A day in which we actually have a trifecta of events that are happening, of intelligence and consciousness that's happening, if you are not aware. We also have our lunar moon is going to be a super moon, meaning that the moon is in its orbit closest to the Earth, which will make it look like a super big moon out there today. And then we also have a solar eclipse happening. So with all three of these vibrational convergences, it's a trifecta of amazing celestial energies that are here upon the earth, and an opportunity for us, being the inhabitants of this earth, to vibrate and connect and propel ourselves through this day with amazing celestial energies. And we're going to get a little bit more into that, but suffice to say, it's an amazing opportunity for each and every one of us, if we're in tune with what's happening, that we can start to make changes in our lives. Changing from the winter season, where we were in dormancy, we were inside, to stepping out and beginning this springtime, which in Chinese medicine, 5-element theory, is the time of the wood element. And the wood is about being outside. It's about dawn. It's about connecting with the color green, and that's what's happening during springtime, is that the greenness is out there, and this green energy is what we should be connecting to. It just starts to illuminate different centers inside of us. So the wood element is associated with the liver and the gallbladder, and that portion of relationship. But in the chakra system, the green is the heart, and so the green just affects us in multiple different types of ways. So I would like to take this opportunity, thanks for my little opening remarks on why we're here and what we're going to be doing. We have a great event set up for you. I am joined today with my very good friend, Artemis Kazan. Now, Artemis is joining me again on our projects of bringing out this amazing energy throughout the year. And he is the founder of Blending for Beauty and Juicing for Fat Loss. And he also is the creator of Trail Sprouts Raw Foods. And I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Artemis to the webinar.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, David. I feel the spring energy. I feel like a spring in my step, this like revitalized like desire to nourish my liver, my vision, my creativity, and I'm so excited to be on the webinar today and share some powerful content with your audience.
Awesome. So we were talking before, Artemis, and we had planned out that we were going to be talking about a little bit more about springtime and the wood element. And so, you know, for many of us, we don't know really what that means. You know, connecting with the wood element and as far as Chinese medicine is concerned, it's really about the liver and the gallbladder. And that's what we're here to talk about. You know, springtime, we hear about spring cleaning. We clean out our house and we clean out our cars. And most of us don't take the time what it takes to really take care of our own bodies, the place that we inhabit. Now, every day, our cells are putting toxins in our bodies. And imagine if you were in a small room and you kept on dumping trash in every single day. Well, what would that look like after a day, or maybe a week, or maybe a month? Well, that's what it looks like inside of our bodies when we are not doing things to promote on an annual basis, on a seasonal basis, cleaning out the body and removing the toxins that are just naturally built up inside our bodies, and then the things that we consume create even more imbalances inside of us. So springtime, gallbladder, liver gallbladder cleanses and flushes. This is the time of year to really do that and get the maximum benefit while we are in the time of springtime. And we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we're going to be sharing some really simple, easy steps. You know, our top 2 elixirs. We're going to share some life practices, some outdoor activities, some meditation, some things to really help people cleanse and rejuvenate their livers. That's easy and delicious and fun. And so I'm excited to share that later as well.
Absolutely. And also in this webinar, we're going to be talking about my brand new product and launch for the Breakthrough to Wellness online community supported program. And it's an amazing put together, and we're gonna be talking a little bit more about that program throughout our webinar. So I was talking about cleansing, and you know, this is the best time of year to do internal cleansing and external cleansing. You know, looking at ourselves and taking this opportunity for us to jump into this frequency. Many people have concerns about what it means to cleanse or detoxify the body. And very simply, you could do something as simple as a 2-day liver cleanse just to get yourself going, just to know that you could do something like this is very beneficial. You know, a lot of times throughout the year, I do a simple 1-day flush or even a daily flush of just using grapefruit and lemon. We juice that and then put a little tablespoon of olive oil into this mixture, and we do that as a daily flush. You could do something as simple as that, or you can do a full-on liver gallbladder cleanse, which is about a 3-day process. And the benefits are insurmountable for you when it starts to look at how you start to feel. And that's the most important thing. How do you feel? Are you still stuck? Are you feeling congested? Are you feeling all of these sensations inside of yourself? Or are you even connected to yourself? And so I'm going to pass this over to Artemis, who's going to start off and talk to us a little bit about what it means to be blocked in your liver physically.
Yeah, the first thing to ask ourselves if we know it's time to nourish our livers in the spring is, how do I know if my liver is toxic? How do I know if I need liver cleansing and rejuvenation in the spring season? So I want to go over just some simple physical symptoms, and David's going to talk about emotional symptoms, and then we're going to go and really illumine why it's a good idea to cleanse your liver. How do you know if your liver is toxic? The most common thing that shows up in liver toxicity is very stiff muscles and tendons. And so if you have tendonitis and trigger points and lots of achiness in your muscles, and you're waking up stiff and tired, your liver may be burdened with toxins, because in Chinese medicine, the liver opens up into the tendons and where the muscles attach to the bones. So if you have that achiness and stiffness waking up, your liver maybe needs some cleansing. Another thing that shows up is skin rashes, eczema, psoriasis, pimples, acne. When the skin gets red and inflamed and it's irritated and you have these skin eruptions, that's another sign of liver toxicity. And then also vision problems. Now, I'm not just talking about vision with your physical eyes, but also feeling blocked in your life, not being able to see your path, your career, your direction forward. And if you have physical vision problems and spiritual vision blocks and challenges, that's also reflects a toxic or congested liver. And the beauty of doing a liver cleanse and supporting liver cleanse is that you can have more energy when you wake up in the morning. So you, instead of feeling tired when you wake up, you start having that sense of, I'm refreshed because my liver's healthy while I sleep. You also have more fluidity and flexibility in your body. Your muscles get more supple, your tendons get more flexible, and you feel this great youthfulness in your muscles and joints again once you've cleansed your liver. And then finally, the liver is the seat of happiness and vision, so you can get more focused and powerful with your vision and your direction forward in life. Not just seeing more clearly in your eyes, but also having that happiness and creativity to plan your spring and summer. And so these are the common physical symptoms that show up. Achiness in the muscles, skin eruptions, eye challenges, problems seeing in the daytime, night blindness, things like that. And guess what? All of it is fixable. You can fix it.
Absolutely. All it does is starts with one day, and every day builds upon it. And, just like Artemis was saying, he was laid out perfectly what the physical symptoms look like. But there's still a couple of that he didn't really touch on. Irritability and anger are the top points that we know when you're really in reactionary mode and you can't stop the irritability and the anger. That tells us one other point, that the liver may be congested, or it may be blocking that vital qi essence that needs to be moved. In Chinese medicine, we call it liver qi stagnation. And Artemis also brought up another beautiful point about blending this opening of the spirit of the liver. And the spiritual nature of the liver is to come out of the liver and come out through the eyes. And that's why the eyes are the outward representation of the liver, so that we can see into the future, see what we need to accomplish throughout springtime going through into the summer. And this segues perfectly into the manifestation of emotional blockages. And these emotional blockages can show up in your life as rigidness in your ability of not being able to let go of an emotion. Like we were saying, anger and irritability show up in your life as one of the toxic emotions that you gravitate towards. Your first insult, or the first thing, the way that you respond to something, may be irritability, and your inability to transform through that emotion. And also just feeling of stuckness, constipation in your thoughts, not being able to let go of things. These are another way that blocked liver shows up in your life. And like Artemis said, these things can be fixed. These things can be transmuted into the beautiful qualities of the liver, which is benevolence, opening to the justice in which the heart bows and the liver bows to each other, and the life within is able to spring forth. And it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I love what you said. The heart bows to the vision, and life springs forth from the liver into our eyes, seeing clearly our path and direction. And irritability becomes patience and acceptance, and the heart bowing, and then we can see clearly where we're going and creating more of the life we want. And whether you have the physical signs and symptoms, or for those watching, if you have a lot of the emotional stuff that David talks about, it's all interconnected. And as you start honoring your liver in the springtime, because this is the time, people, everyone who's watching, this is the time to really cleanse and nourish your liver. And as you start healing the liver physically, you can let go of the emotions on the emotional level. And as you address the emotions at the same time, transforming anger into forgiveness and irritability into patience and trust and acceptance, as you start embracing these emotional shifts, the physical work you do with the liver is supported. And so they work hand in hand. Cleansing the liver physically cleanses the emotions, but also mastering these emotions and having vision in your life, trusting in your heart, following through, that supports the physical as well. And this is the beauty of the wisdom of Chinese medicine, is that for 5,000 years we've known this, and now all of us can take action, begin to heal and upgrade and rejuvenate our livers.
Absolutely. So I think we're really wanting to really talk about, we're talking about what do you need to do during this time of year, and cleansing is such an important part of the nature of springtime, cleaning out our bodies. And this is a perfect opportunity for me to tell you a little bit about my brand new product launch that I have going on right now. It's called the Breakthrough to Wellness online community supported programming. And it's an amazing program that I've put together. I have put together 120 recipes that have been broken down by the season. Each season has 30 separate recipes, and you have meal plans, you have shopping lists, everything using the foods for that season to start to nourish the body. And you can use this as recipes just for daily living during the season, or you can use this as a jumping platform for you to start to do a cleanse. Many of my patients have used this in the past and do a 3-week supported cleanse with all of the recipes that we put together. You could do anything between a 1-day, a 3-day, a 1-week to a 3-week cleansing process. Inside it, we also have your detox drinks, your liver supported elixirs, and we also have an opportunity. We have audio files, we have video files, we have all of the ebooks that are put into this. It's a well-balanced program. But the biggest thing that you get is you get an opportunity to spend 30 minutes one-on-one consultation with me in this program. And I think that that's worth the price of the product alone, is an opportunity to sit down for 30 minutes, hear what's happening, and get some feedback on what you should be doing. So that's what we have for the Breakthrough to Wellness. We're going to put a little pop-up on the screen, and for those of you that would like to see it later on, you're more than welcome to click on the button.
Yeah, the Breakthrough to Wellness program is life-changing for a lot of people to get the support, your 30-minute coaching, plus the community support, and start incorporating these liver-rejuvenating, liver-cleansing recipes into your daily life. And for everyone watching, choose to make it fun and easy. Just for all of you out there, do what you can do. Add elixir here, add another soup or smoothie there, and start simple and easy. And then as you do the program, you can add and integrate this into your lifestyle and make it a life practice. Because David and I, this is a life practice for us. That's why we're on fire sharing it, because we've benefited so much from all of these amazing principles and recipes and lifestyle practices, and now you get to learn it through Breakthrough to Wellness. So check out the link for those watching, because it's definitely, this knowledge has changed my life, which is why we're here sharing it.
Absolutely. So on the screen you'll see a button it says eliminate your headaches for good, and what that is that is my free product. You can go and get a free audio series on eliminating your headaches for good. Well, what do you mean if I don't have headaches, chronic headaches or migraines? Inside there, I talk about the 3 different types of headaches, and the biggest point is what I'm taking, the take-home message is that many of us have food sensitivities, And so inside these three strategies, every single one of us need to understand that there's certain triggers that trigger ourselves, our immune system. And that's what this ebook is all about. It drives you to understand why we need to do cleansing and detoxification. And this is really my specialty and my practice, is working with people with food sensitivities.
Awesome. So let's get into some practical stuff.
Absolutely.
About what we can do right now to begin nourishing our livers first thing in the morning every day. Like what do we wake up and drink and consume that's going to cleanse and hydrate and gently detoxify our livers? And how can we support liver right now in the spring season?
So you going to start with your liver cleanse?
Yeah, I can share my elixir first. David has an extensive background in Chinese medicine. Hopefully one day I choose to learn and know as much as he does. But I started 15 years ago in a clinic of Chinese medicine learning pulse and tongue diagnosis and 5-element theory and doing acupressure and massage. And we have so much in common. And one of the herbs I began working with early on was goji berry and schisandra. And so I created, in my Blending for Beauty program, for creating beauty from within, I created goji berry schisandra longevity elixir. And one of the ways I make my elixirs is I get a 1-quart glass mason jar, not plastic, because plastic contains endocrine disruptors. You want to make your elixirs in glass and store them in glass. And then I get these awesome little plastic lids from Amazon for a narrow mouth jar. So I have my elixir container here, and then I fill the jar with about 30 ounces of pure filtered water. And now I have the perfect base to make my schisandra berry longevity elixir. So I'm going to bring up the recipe right now for that elixir and just share it with the group right now. And so it contains pure filtered water and liquid minerals, vitamin C, schisandra berry, a touch of honey and stevia, and it's enhanced with essential oil of lemon. So stand by while I bring up that elixir. It's a great way to start your morning, hydrating, cleansing, and rejuvenating your liver in the spring. All right, doing a quick screen share. I'm going to show you this recipe. Here is the elixir of beauty and longevity for starting your morning right, nourishing the liver. So basically you start with 30 ounces of water here, like I spoke of, and then you add 3 droppers of Dragon Herbs Goji Schisandra Dragon Drops. This is a concentrated form, an extract of goji berries and schisandra berries, and David will explain more about that in a little bit. Then you add 1 tablespoon of vitamin C powder, which is very cleansing and nourishing to the liver, and also stimulates healthy heart, immune function, and skin, getting more beautiful skin. 2 droppers of your favorite minerals, 2 drops of stevia, a tablespoon of honey, salt, and then you add lemon oil, essential oil of lemon. Now lemon oil gently cleanses the liver and gallbladder. It's rich in limonene, and the lemon oil enhances the digestion of fat as well as improving bile flow. So here's our Young Living lemon oil that I use in my longevity elixir. Here's the Dragon Herbs Goji Schisandra extract that you put in there, and then just a touch of some really good raw honey. You stir all these ingredients together, and you make your elixir in the morning, and then you slowly drink and sip on it about halfway, and then you can go for a brisk walk. You can do some barefoot exercises outside, and then when you come back, you finish your elixir. And so this is a wonderful way to start your day right now in the spring season and begin hydrating with the water, cleansing with the schisandra berries, nourishing with the goji berries, and getting the essential oil of lemon in your liver to nourish you in the spring. And it's really delicious too, because you have all of the flavors too. You have sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and pungent. And so David, what do you think of that elixir? And talk to us about schisandra.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. The number one herb for the wood element and liver time is Sasandra berry. And I've got my addition to your elixir. What I have created right here is the actual whole berry of the Sasandra mixed with whole goji berries. And what I have done is I've taken the berries together and mixed it with Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and we're going to make a vinegar out of this. And so this vinegar then can be used in your elixirs. This can be used as a salad dressing. This can be taken in the morning. Take one shot in the morning of this sour apple cider vinegar with berry mix, and it'll help to purify the liver every single day.
Show us the whole Schisandra berries. Show us what they look like.
So these are the berries right here. And I found them at Mountain Rose Herb Company. I think that they've got the best price for certified organic. I think it was about $19 for this bag for 1 pound. And the best goji berries that I have found right here are from Dragon Herbs. They have an amazing product here for goji berries. They're always soft. They're always supple. Both of these two herbs are nourishing of the liver. The Sasandra berry itself is an amazing herb. It is the one tonic herb that helps to tonify all 5 of the elements: wood, water, earth, and the fire, and the liver. So all 5 of the elements are tonified by Sasandra berry, which means that all 12 of the meridians enhance their energy when the flavors are stimulated throughout the body. So Sasandra berry is that kind of a tonic. It's the only one out there that tonifies all 5 of the flavors. In Chinese medicine, we call it Wu Wei Zi, Wu meaning the 5, Wei Zi, the 5 flavored seed, and that's what Sasandra berry is.
Another thing that Schisandra berry does is it opens up phase 2 detoxification in the liver. So when we're talking about the liver mobilizing toxins, whether it's chemicals or metals or undigested fats, like old fat in the body, when you're consuming the Schisandra berry in the vinegar you shared or in the elixir that I shared, it's stimulating phase 2 detoxification, opening up your detoxification pathways. And as you drink these elixirs and vinegars throughout the day, it's keeping that detoxification pathway open so you can cleanse more easily. And we're also going to share the recipes in an email after this webinar. So look to the email after this webinar, and you'll find both recipes of how to make the vinegar and your Schisandra berry elixirs, so you can get this amazing quintessential Chinese tonic herb. I mean, like, we could spend a whole hour just on Schisandra because it really is that powerful.
Absolutely. And not to forget that goji berry itself is a natural tonic for the yin of the liver, and also amazing for eye support. So when we're talking about liver, we're talking about eyes also. Many people don't realize that the liver can be congested when they're seeing things like floaters inside of their in their vision and stuff like that. The tonification of the goji berry itself can help with that also. So we were talking, you doing your elixirs and then getting out and going and doing some activities to nourish springtime. You had mentioned taking your elixir first time of the day, Artemis, and then going out and doing some walking. I wanted to talk a little bit about meditation for a quick second. This time, the next 12 hours, for those of you that are joining us on this call, an amazing opportunity on going out and doing prayerful meditation during this shift of the equinox is an amazing opportunity. If for those of you don't think you missed out, if you're listening to this on replay, you can certainly go out and do this amazing meditation I'm going to tell you about and connect to the energy of the wood element and springtime. So for those of you that would like to go out, I'm going to just do a little visual imagery for a second and take you out on a meditation with me. So when you're outside and you've taken your elixir for the day and you're going outside, the best time to go outside is around dawn for taking in the energies of springtime. If you stand outside and face east, east is the direction of the wood element. And those are the ascendancies of the beginning of spring. Imagine the power and the fresh energy of the east in the form of green light chi as it gathers into your body through your inhalation and through your pores and through the crown of your head. As your body fills with this green light, visualize the body becoming transformed into translucent, pure green jade. And feel that you have been absorbed by this essence of the wood element and that you are recharged and renewed. So that's the meditation. Going out there, feeling, facing east, going outside, feeling the sun, looking at green energy out there infuses us with the life of the springtime.
That was an awesome meditation, David. I actually just participated in the meditation live as you were doing it. I stood up and I imagined myself standing outside in the morning with the dew on the grass and the sun's rays coming out and hearing the birds and breathing in that emerald green energy, that green chi, and seeing your body like jade. It's a beautiful way to start your day, hydrating with your elixirs, standing on the earth, breathing in the sun and the emerald living energies. That sets the tone for your day and the tone for a liver cleanse. So if you can find a way to do these morning practices every morning, it really transforms your whole day, because how you start your day sets the tone for the entire day. And so doing the elixirs, doing this meditation, and then combining the power of your vision and visualization with your breath and your body, it's so amazing, so powerful.
Absolutely. There's other things you can be doing. You can do a standing meditation. You could be doing a walking meditation. In my backyard, I created a chi path, which is a lot of little river rocks and stones. And you walk barefoot, connecting to the earth. And we have all of these reflexology points all over your feet. And so when you're walking and connecting to the earth and you walk on these little stones, they're actually giving you a reflexology treatment all at the same time. So doing a walking meditation, doing some qigong or doing some yoga, this is the time of springtime, is the best time to do these meditative exercises to really start to cultivate that intrinsic energy of growth within yourself.
Yeah, and remember that Chinese medicine's been around for 5,000 years. It's been cultivated with such knowledge and wisdom of our connection to the elements and to the earth. And this is the time to spring into our new life and jump into nourishing our liver and aligning our body, our mind, our spirit with the spring season through these exercises. When we understand the connection of the seasons with the body and we start making new choices for our body at this sacred time of spring, it can revitalize not only our liver and our joints and our vision, it can revitalize our family, our life path, our direction forward. And so this is such an amazing way of understanding your interconnectedness with spring, and then taking action and starting to do some of these simple exercises to renew your liver and also renew your life.
Absolutely. We've talked about springtime, we've talked about cleansing, we've talked about our elixirs and doing our cleansing. We briefly touched on cleansing throughout the year. These are the times of connecting during these solstices, these equinoxes. Seasonal movement happening on the earth is the greatest opportunity for us to move along with those frequencies that are happening on the earth. And that's the basis of my year-long cleansing program, is just to get you back in tune to what's happening throughout the year and the opportunities for you to put on the calendar for you to do something monumental, to shift in a place of stuckness or the things of regular patterns that you're in, to taking an opportunity to change. It's like your 3,000-mile checkup for your car is your seasonal changes that are happening on the earth, and those things are happening on the earth are happening within your body. So once again, that's what my product is all about, the Breakthrough to Wellness product. If you're inclined to look at it, if you have any comments, please give me an email. I'd love to talk to you further about it. You know, one of the other things I wanted to bring out about frequencies and celestial changing is the part about the new moon. And the Kabbalists, I am a Kabbalist. I study the Kabbalah as a technology to help me to transform in my life about frequencies that are happening. And the new moon is a new change in the zodiac calendar. And the new moon that's happening tonight is the new moon of Nisan. It is the time of Aries. And in the biblical calendar, it's the time in which this is the first zodiac of the sign of the 12 zodiacs. And what they talk about is that there's positive energy days and then there's negative energy days. And so for the next 2 weeks, we are in a positive days in the next 2 weeks. So if you are inclined to making changes in your life, this is the time to do it. If you had an opportunity to do a liver cleanse, this is the time to do it. The days for you to make a decision and to make it easy for yourself are happening starting today. And I hope that you'll take the opportunity that the earth has put in front of you to jump on board to do anything. Whether it's a physical cleanse, whether it's a cleanse of your emotions, whether it's just sitting down and putting thoughts and journaling and going outside and appreciating the springtime and out there. Just doing something that's different, stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something is what this spring energy is about. This is why we're out here bringing this webinar to you. And the benefits are in your hands right now to get out there and do something. And you have any closing thoughts, Artemis?
You know, one of my mentors taught me that to know and not to do is not to know. So as we learn these tools, like making your elixirs and cleansing your liver and doing the morning meditation, it's important that you do them. That you don't just like listen to us and say, oh, that sounds good, and then not follow up. It's like, as to know and not to do is not to know. So as you know this, now you get to go apply it and do it in your life and reap the benefits of our Shashandra longevity elixirs. Reap the benefits of starting your day in breath and in vision and body. You know, reap the benefits of doing Breakthrough to Wellness and doing a liver cleanse, whether it's a 3-day or a 7-day. You know, really apply these things into your life. Take action now. Start, go out and buy the ingredients of our elixirs, make them, bring Shashandra berry into your body. It's an amazing herb, and if you've never consumed it, it will nourish your liver and all 5 elements and enter all 12 meridians. And so what I want to close with is take action. Get the Shashandra berries, get the Dragon Herbs elixir of Goji Shashandra, and start using these things in your life right now for the spring.
Thank you, Artemis. An amazing webinar. Thank you for joining me once again. And thank you to everyone out there. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. Once again, as we bring out spring is here, so jumpstart your life and increase your energy now. It was an amazing webinar. And I want you to think about this. We're going to be out there in summertime. We're going to be doing a summer solstice webinar in which we'll be teaching you learning to love yourself and nourishing the sacred fire within. So something to be thinking about. In 3 months from now, we'll be back with another webinar educating you on the benefits of summertime and the summer solstice, and writing on those frequencies as the celestial heavens open up to us and bring these divine lights in for us to make constant change in our life, and helping others do that as we're doing ourselves. So peace and love and many blessings to each and every one of you out there. Thank you once again, for being here, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much.
Yeah, bye for now. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.